So I'm joined by Jamie from Get Inuit on a rather dodgy-looking Birmingham street, as
Hello.
you can see.
Yeah.
Should we get started? How are you today?
I'm okay. I'm a bit tired because I ended up playing football games last night when I should have been sleeping, and I watched a film when I should have been sleeping, so I didn't get to bed until about 4. But thank you for asking. I'm okay.
What was the
all right.
film?
It was Why Him? James Franco, Bryan Cranston. It's great. Why Him? In cinemas now.
So the first question, you've been teasing us quite a bit. All My Friends was released just the other day.
Yeah.
When's the album out?
I have absolutely no idea. I want to say soon, but I haven't the foggiest. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to do what we did with All My Friends, and we're just going to drop it one day.
Oh,
Nice. Like Kendrick Lamar style, because I think that's the best approach, because we've been getting asked, because we're old now. Like, people think we're a new band, but we're actually really old. And so people have always been asking, when's the album out? I don't know. When's the album out? I don't know. So I'm just going to drop it when no one expects, like Christmas Day. So no one's on their computers, and it just gets overlooked. And then everyone goes, when's the album out? Already done it. Next question.
So what's the difference between Get Inuit on the stage and in the studio?
There's a lot more. Arguments in the studio than on stage. On stage, we're very nice to each other, but we're very serious in the studio. Whereas we kind of take live music a little bit silly, because it is quite silly, really. But we're proper professional in the studio. Our guitarist James owns the studio, so he kind of has to be like the dad and don't break things, do your job. He's good. He's also very old, so that's another reason why he's like our dad.
So obviously, we've seen you a few times, and live you're very theatrical.
Yeah.
What's behind that?
Flamboyant.
Did you take a drama class in the past?
I was born to dance. I'm very theatrical. Up until I turned about 15. And had my first girlfriend, my mum was adamant that I was homosexual, which is fine. She didn't have a problem with it, but she was adamant, and I'm confused that I'm not, to be honest.
It's
because
okay if you were.
If I was, exactly. That's the thing. It would make so much more sense if I was. I'd be a lot more comfortable in my own skin, but I'm not. Something's gone wrong. my DNA is all topsy-turvy.
Moving on from that one, you're playing quite a few festivals in the summer. Which one are you most looking forward to?
Well, we announced yesterday that we're playing Boardmasters, which I always hear is a great festival to play. I've never been, and it's like a beach, I think.
Yeah,
I have no idea, but I'm gonna enjoy that. And Truck Festival, if you've ever been to that, we played it. Yeah. Oh, brilliant! We played it last year, and oh wow. Off camera,
Not
there
fans
is
at
a
all.
truck tote bag. There you go. Tickets available. We played it last year, and it was absolutely packed, our tent. And yeah, it was probably the most successful we ever felt as a band coming out on stage at Truckfest. So if we can do that again, that would be great.
That would be so good.
Yeah.
You're from Kent. Which has a massive music scene.
How do you know that?
Oh, yeah. Done my research. Quite a big fan.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What's your favourite musician from Kent?
Tough one. There used to be a band called Fish Tank that have recently deceased. They're alive. They're not a band anymore. They're still going, and I used to love them. They're my favourite band, and. I think Slaves is what people say normally, because they're from Tunbridge Wells. I'm going to throw in the Rolling Stones, because they're from Dartford, and that's quite a nice, solid band to announce. I used to say Moose Blood, but then there was all that palaver.
We'll just leave them out of it.
So I don't say that anymore. Off camera, maybe, but on camera, no, thank you. We don't deal with that and Get Inuit. Yeah. But I'd say, Will Joseph Cook is one of my best friends, and he's an amazing Kent artist. So there you go. He doesn't know that he's one of my best friends. As soon as I said that, I was like, that's not true.
He's going to watch his back
he's
now.
one of my best friends. I'm probably not one of his best friends, if we're honest.
Do you even know each other?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
we get on really well. It's just he goes home and just lives, like, carries on with his life, and I go home and just, like, think about him non-stop. I'm not gay.
We've all been there, don't worry.
Yeah. He is very handsome. Really not gay.
Have you always planned to be Get Inuit, or have you ever fancied banking instead?
I'm terrible with numbers, but I'm not that great at music, so that's almost a trick answer. I've never wanted to be a banker, but for a long period of time, apparently, my mum said I wanted to be a gynecologist. I don't know if that's the same kind of field. Well, it's not. It's definitely not. But that's the only other thing I've ever wanted to be. Up until I was like 5, by the way. Like, I'm not weird or gay. I'm just swinging one way or the other at the moment. Really assertively straight or gay.
You're just a pendulum. That's
yeah, that's it. That's it.
Do you have any secrets on how you get your social media game so strong?
Right. Yes, I do. I'm glad you asked.
Oh.
Right, let me tell you. So, to get good at social media, you need to stop caring. Because I used to care a lot about how I came across, and then I realised the stupider I was, the funnier it was, because there's always like so many people that don't understand the joke, but for every 10 that don't, there's one that does, and they like it a lot. So you can't please everyone all the time. So just be yourself. I am really lazy. I literally spend most of my time in bed, so I just Instagram story myself in bed. And look at us now. You're interviewing me. So,
interviewing a genius right now.
Yeah, there you go. It clearly works. So yeah, just be yourself. Just be yourself.
Thank you. I feel better about myself now. I did a bit of research. Word on the street is you got into a band after crashing your car in Domino's. Yeah. First question, what was your order? Second question, was the pizza salvaged?
The pizza was, I think, a veggie party or garden party. I can't remember.
Best type of party.
It was vegetable orientated, and it was salvaged. It was cold because our journey was extended by a couple of hours because I'm an idiot basically. There was a curb that was that far off the ground, and I didn't spot it, and I kind of. You ever seen? You're young. Have you ever seen Dukes of Hazzard?
No.
With the car that goes over the ramp. That's basically what happened, and I was in a little Volkswagen Lupo, which is basically a go-kart. But yeah, I got some air time, but I also got 2 flat tyres. So,
oh God.
And a band. So I won in the long run, really. But yeah, the pizza was cold. Oh. I regret it.
At least you ate it on the bright side. Describe your band as a meal deal.
We would be a Boots meal deal. Mm. We would start as some sort of prawn salad with a side of Walker's crisps. And a Pepsi Max.
Oh my!
Thank you. Sorry. Ooh, that got intense for me there.
And the last question to ask, we've asked some other people, what would you ask Get Inuit if you could? And of course, we got one reply from the billions of people on this earth.
That's probably my girlfriend, knowing her, because she stalks me online. So go on then. Let's
the question is, why do you like clown emojis so much?
That's a great question. Amber, that's a great question.
Well, you're welcome.
I can't really say at the moment, but there is a reason. And it will become... When does this go out? Tomorrow?
Few days?
Yeah, I can't say yet then. But if it was a couple of weeks, I would be able to say. But let's just say something will be happening at the end of this month that will explain the clown emoji. There's actual logic.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, there's a reason why I've been doing that for a couple of months. It will make sense.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
And that is a perfect ending for us. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for standing out in the cold for a while.
It's my pleasure.
We're always around if you want to talk
Yeah,
or get something off your chest.
You're kind of edging away, which I realise is probably my fault.
No, I'm back in now, don't you worry.
Yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure to stand on a dirty street in Birmingham with you.
You too.
And
Thank you very
thank
much.
you.
I hope the show goes well.
Me too.
I'll see you there. We'll be at the front.
Bye.
Bye.
And cut!